Move around if you need to while you listen, or use the handout and the link in the description to follow along. You'll find citations in the closed captions and description of the video. You have a very specific goal established that, when reached, is going to improve your life in some way. When planning on how to reach this goal, you are going to make an action plan. This is where tiered goals come in handy. You begin with your higher level goal. As discussed in How to Set a Goal, this will be something easily understood like, I will read 12 books in 12 months, or I will track all my expenses this year. Middle and lower level goals will become those steps forward, which for a health goal may be to move more hourly, do core work throughout the week, drink more water and stretch daily, and eat balanced meals. In order to accomplish this, we need to make a plan, because making a plan for a goal will increase your chances of success. For students, planning out when to study and write a paper helps, and for those learning new skills, scheduling in time to practice. This planning stage is when your conscious brain is going to be the most helpful, taking an active role in the when, where, and how so that the unconscious can help you get there. I want to do some mindfulness training at 2 p.m. for 30 minutes. I arrange my schedule around that. Or, if I'm not good with exact times, I schedule it for when I finish that work project on Tuesday. I want to reduce sugar, so what if someone offers me cake? I'll tell them I would love to eat it, but I am working on eating fewer treats. See, we need to examine not just our actions, but how we will react to certain stressors that may prevent us from pursuing our goals. Then much of our efforts after this phase will be acting off our established plan and can be done unconsciously as well as consciously. Also, if you struggle with social interactions, having a plan on how to interact with others will really help that in-the-moment exchange. How can we use lower-level goals as a foundation to build toward higher-level goals? Think of lower-level goals as the little steps that lead to the big picture. You may choose to stretch or move in some way every hour at a desk job, starting with every Monday, then every weekday, then every day, so that you can set a pattern and habit that can be used to reach the higher-level goals that improve health. These progressive patterns are what form a habit. We likely know what a habit is, but the reason it's so helpful to us is because it takes the effort off of our minds. The more we do something, the more instinctual it becomes. When it is a habit you want to form, it can really help with other goals. Now, with ADHD and with anyone who has trouble forming habits, it's good to set alarms and notifications to assist when your mind might not. Put the work in at the start so the system is in place to catch you. And be patient with yourself. This is all about seeing what actually works with your life. If you're finding something is too expensive or you just cannot adjust your life for a lower level goal, just take a step back, examine your current plan, and see what you need to change. Being adjustable is a wonderful human trait, but does take practice and self-acceptance. Okay, let's bring SMART goals back and see where that acronym can help in the planning stage. A measurable goal means that you will be examining what it will take to accomplish your journey, how you'll know if what you're doing is working, and how you'll recognize once you've made it. I want to read more becomes I want to read 6 books this year, which breaks down to I will read 1 book every 2 months. If it would help you, you can break this down further, but be careful not to get too macro or you will lose space for adapting. An advantage to being so tuned in with what's working is that you can see the advantages to the changes you're making. Someone working to sleep more by turning off electronics before bed, quieting the mind, and hydrating better throughout the day may feel more energetic, or that annoying twitch in your eye finally goes away. An achievable goal means you are aware of the resources you have and can get, and you keep success within what you are able to accomplish yourself. For the reading goal, do you have the books you need? Can you use or do you need a library card? Maybe joining a book club will help with motivation or give you a group of people who can give you tips on how they keep up with reading in life. This is also what you use to make sure this is a practical goal for you. Some people can read 6 books in a couple of months. Others need a year to read or listen to 1. Check the resources around you and check in with yourself to make sure your timeline and steps will support your journey. Now, don't worry about aiming a little high sometimes. Challenging ourselves is a great way to accomplish goals that might seem almost too easy. Check out the resources for a slightly different look at achievable goals. Speaking of timelines, a time-bound goal means you're going to be putting dates on a lot of this. Deadlines aren't one day to do everything. They are a date by which several steps will have to be completed. Now, if you have ADHD, often stress acts as a motivator a little bit too close to when something is due. We'll talk more about that and how to keep going, and we'll have some extra resources for you to look at. When making timelines, they're going to be what works with your life, not dates that will cause you more stress. If you're going for a promotion that becomes available in 3 months, break down what classes and life changes you will need to make before then. Schedule out dates to take classes, study, or make changes that can be adjusted around and see if it's all working. If it's not, re-examine, adjust, and continue to take those steps toward the goal. For students, it can be studying at certain times, but also scheduling times when you don't study, reducing caffeine intake at certain hours, and setting lock timers on social media. And reducing social media intake for anyone can be a positive change. Look at what you need to introduce into your life to move forward, but also what you need to remove or adjust. Challenge yourself, but stay within the possible. For every change you make, the impossible becomes more likely every day.